This is Prep Game of the Week. Sponsored by Best Trip Conoco, Missoula Bone and Joint, McElmurray Homes, and Montana Motor Mall.
Welcome to week 2 of Prep Game of the Week. Bob Hermes here to bring you the action in Missoula County Stadium. What should be a great game between the Big Sky Eagles hosting tonight as the home team with the Hellgate Knights. And joining me as always, legendary high school coach at Missoula Frenchtown for 32 seasons. That's 32 winning seasons at Frenchtown, Tim Roscoe. Also in the Hall of Fame for the state of Montana. Played in 7 state championships, winning 4 of those. And coach, big game tonight, early in the season, city title on the line, and we got some exciting action tonight.
Well, you know, this is a great rivalry, Bob, and as always, I think the kids are going to come out and play their best. And it's early in the season, and both are still in the thick of it, and I think it's going to be a great game.
Let's talk about the Eagles first. They're 1-1, lost 1 to Billings West, a great team, probably the leading scoring team in the state. Then they beat Bozeman, a perennial playoff team, and they were in Bozeman when they did that in a muddy event, but they won 21-18, so they're for real.
Yeah, you know what? I think, you know, it's awesome. They're able to sustain that, and of course Hellgate is so on the upstart, and man, you know, they're just getting better every week, and certainly from the last several seasons. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, for the Eagles, they lost their starting tailback, Coulter Giannicaro, almost the last play of the game on a kind of a fluke accident, but filling in for him at tailback is Jet Rebish. Now, you and I have watched Jet over the years. He's really tough, and I don't think they'll really miss a beat with Jet Rebish tonight.
You know, yeah, and Jet is, you know, he's so versatile. You can put him almost anywhere on the offense or defense in the secondary. I think the guy could play probably anything, anywhere on the field, and he's so tough and a smart player. He's talented, and you know, unfortunate for, you know, the Giannicaro kid, man alive, first game of the season, and but hopefully they'll get him back and you know, become some help later in the season.
Now for the Knights, Raleigh Wooster's really the big player on their team, quarterback, one of the best athletes in the state, highly recruited basketball player, but you know, he's their trigger man on offense.
Oh, he's a lot of fun to watch. You know, he can run the ball as well as throw it. Team leader, you know, he can do it all.
It'll be fun to watch. Big Sky Eagles against the Hellgate Knights. We'll be back with the opening kickoff right after this. The Hellgate Knights won the toss. Actually, the Eagles won the toss and deferred. The Knights chose to receive. Lad Lemza will be kicking off for the Eagles. Back to receive for the Knights, Brandon Coronado. He is a sure-handed receiver for the Knights. Also back with him, Jake Swetland. And we are underway, a short kick. This is Coronado at about the 10-yard line. Breaks some tackles, there's a flag down. He's down at the 27, but there is a flag. It's like against the Knights here. Glenn Welch is your head official tonight, referee. Doug McAleer will be your umpire tonight. Those are 2 veteran officials for the Missoula Pool. Tyler Swenson, Travis Newman, and Richie Broden round out the officiating crew tonight. Doug McAleer spotting the ball for the officials. All right, Raleigh Wooster at quarterback and shotgun here.
Hellgate comes out with trips to the right.
Gonna roll and look for a receiver in the flat, and he throws it out of bounds. Good pressure by the Eagles that time. Raleigh had to just throw it away. Will he set the offense for you? For the Knights at center, we've got Wesley Salonen at center, a senior. Cade Freer at guard, Dakota Friesen at the other guard, Tommy Nielsen at tackle, Lane Cooney, Coronado at wide receiver, Thomas Riley at tight end, Brandon Terzo at the other wide receiver. Raleigh with a quick toss to the slot, picks up about 5 yards on second down. On defense for the Eagles, Donovan Zalva underneath at nose tackle, Max Andrus at tackle, Chance Schlozulski, a senior, Brandon Donahue, a 2-year starter. He's at DN, Hunter Mines at corner, Cole Sandberg at the other corner, Doug Swanson, Hank Phelan at middle backer. Raleigh's going to keep this and get a first down. Good job.
And more.
The other backer for the Eagles is Everett Fred, 2-year starter. Jet Rebish is at strong safety. Ben Mail is the other safety tonight. First down, Knights.
Ball spotted right on the 25-yard line of the Knights. Beautiful night, Coach. Wow. Perfect for football.
Ian Finch wide right. This is a handoff inside. Good run. 6 yards on that carry. Great blocking up front, Coach.
Yeah, nice job. Oh, he runs hard.
Yeah, he set the seam there and really accelerated into the hole. That was Jake Swetland. He's just a sophomore. Give him 8 yards on that carry.
2nd and 2 for the Knights.
Raleigh with the ball. There's a flag down, though. Raleigh with big yardage and then some. 20-yard carry, but there is a flag. I think this one's coming back. I think it might have been a procedure called just before the snap or at the snap.
Yep, illegal procedure.
That was a 20-yard gain, so tough break for the Knights. Helped out the Eagles considerably.
Boy, that gave him some pretty good field position too. 2nd and 8 now for Hellgate. Ball on the left hash.
Raleigh Wooster keeps it for about 5 yards. He's tackled on the inside by Brandon Donahue.
Boy, Raleigh looks bigger, Bob, than he did last year.
Well, they've got him listed at 210, which is good size for a quarterback,
Yes, it
6'4". We mentioned at the opening one of the best athletes in the state. Been recruited by a lot of different schools for basketball, we know that.
I love that pulling guard out in front of him. Enough for a first down.
Great job by Raleigh there. You get a good picture of him there. He is quite the runner and thrower for the Knights.
Oh, he's a load with the football. So another first down for Hellgate. Ball's on the 37-yard line, spotted on the left hash mark. Knights come out, twins right, single left.
Going to throw again, quick pass, a little hitch pattern. It works for a first down. Nice catch that time by the Knights. That was Brandon Coronado out there on the left side. Brandon is a senior, 5'11", really good receiver for the Knights.
Matter of fact, his uncle, Matt, played for us out there a number of years ago.
Raleigh
Tough
again,
guy.
not afraid to keep the ball. Gets about 5 on it. A host of Eagles there.
Oh, he makes a plant and cut quickly. Nice job. 2nd and about 5 for Hellgate.
Everett Fred up off the pile.
And the Knights have broke midfield.
Everett had to come all the way across to make that play from the offside of the field. Raleigh's going to option it here, but he keeps it. First down.
I love that speed option. He had room on the pitch, too.
Tackled by Cole Turner.
But a good decision by Raleigh. I mean, he had the running lane and not jeopardize the possibility of putting the ball on the ground, and picked up the first down.
Knights showing a lot of patience here on offense, just kind of picking their way through. First down, several first downs now on this drive. Raleigh wants to throw. He does. He's open. Underthrows it just a little bit.
Oh, he's a little bit low, but catchable.
That was Chance Brown, the intended receiver.
That would have been a big pickup of 15, 17 yards.
Raleigh did a nice job of letting it clear out and the receiver open up as he kind of coasted into the sideline there.
2nd and 10 for the Knights. Ball right on the 40-yard line, 39.
Booster again on the keeper. Not much this time, though. Eagles all over that.
Good job, Big Sky, defensively.
Jet Rebish on the tackle. Good job by Jet. Also helped out by Cole Sandberg.
Well, that Jet was just a headhunter last year, and I'm sure is bringing it on again this year.
Another impact player you'll hear about tonight, Doug Swanson, was helping. Doug is always instrumental for the Eagles on defense.
3rd and 8.
Oh, a nice throw by Raleigh. Real patient.
Right on the wire.
Really was a good throw for a first down.
Crucial play, too. It was 3rd and 8. Really needed to convert right there.
Chance Brown. Nice catch. Well, I know Bobby Houck has been talking to Raleigh occasionally about thinking about football instead of basketball. It's going to be a tough decision for him.
Yeah, boy. He is such a competitor. 1st and 10 now for the Hellgate Knights. Little quick hitch. Boy, nice movement.
Nearly a first down. That was Brandon Colanado again on the catch.
I like how they're mixing it up, Coach. Right, left, you know, hitch pass, run the ball.
Yeah, that was good for 9 yards.
Second and a long one.
Raleigh on an option here. Ball's loose. Knights able to keep it, but just barely. Eagles are all over that. Cole Turner, first one in on the initial hit, and a host of Eagles there. That's the first big mistake the Knights have had on offense, other than a couple penalties on this drive. 3rd and 10 coming back. Passing situation here, Coach. See what they come up with. Straight drop by Raleigh. He's flushed. Throws it in the end zone.
Holy cow, that was right on the money.
Touchdown.
Yes, it was. Nice job. He was impatient with that. He was just about ready to pull it down and saw him open. And
that was a 29-yard touchdown.
Boy, he put it right on the mark, too.
.29-yard TD with 5:26 to go. They're going to have to go for a 2-point here.
Oh, and they got it. Holy cow.
2-point conversion is going to work. Touchdown was to Ian Finch.
Man, I like that call. Early in the game, unexpected.
So a 28-yard TD pass for a touchdown to Ian Finch. Knights take the lead now 8-0. We'll be back right after this. Well, the Hellgate Knights strike first at Missoula County Stadium. They lead 8-0. 5:26 left in the first quarter. Bob Hermes with Tim Roscoe We've got Abe Johnson to kick off here for the Knights. Back to receive Ben Mayle and Jet Rebish. Jet is very quick on the return. The ball's going to come off the tee, so they will reset it here. There's just a light wind, so I don't think the wind had anything to do with the ball slipping out there, but Mr. Johnson will reset the tee and they'll get it ready for kickoff. Well, the Knights looked excellent on that drive. 5 first downs, a 28-yard touchdown from Raleigh Wooster to Ian Finch, and a 2-point conversion. Ball's dropped initially by Ben Mayle. He's going to break a tackle almost in midfield. Good job.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he was close. Nice job.
Good run.
Oh, that was Abe Johnson, number 89. Boy, I'll tell you what, he showed some speed on that, catching him.
Ben Mayle down to the 50-yard line. That helps his team considerably.
Yeah, that was a game saver by Abe. Or I should say a score saver might end up being.
Got a flag here in the first play. Procedure against the Eagles. They're going to drop 5 yards. Draven Lincoln is your quarterback for the Eagles. Jet Rebish will be running back, as we mentioned. Brandon Donahue is the center. Max Andres is the right guard. Jackson Imaya is the other guard. Cole Turner at tackle. Devon Zavala is the other tackle. Hank Palin at wide receiver. Doug Swanson tight end. Ben Mayle and Everett Fred at slot and wide receiver. Oh, and the Knights are all over this. Good tackle on defense.
Wow, great pursuit defensively.
It was 1st and 15 off the penalty. It'll be 2nd and about 16. 1 yard loss there. The Knights playing with some conviction. They won their opener 39-0 over Billings Skyview. They look like the real deal so far tonight. Lincoln goes deep and it's caught by Mayle over the middle, and he's got room down the right side.
Boy, I think he's gone.
Oh, and he's caught. He's caught. Good tackle downfield.
Wow. He had it strided out.
Braden Turzo made a catch at the 10-yard line. Actually going to call it about the 9-yard line. Saving tackle by Turzo.
47-yard passing baseline. First and goal for the Eagles.
First and goal now for the Eagles.
Ball on about the 8-yard line, 9.
Nothing going here. They want a little wildcat, it looked like, Coach.
Yeah.
And it did not fool. That was Hunter Meinzen on the wildcat. It did not fool the Knights. They were ready for that. 2nd and goal. They lost 3 there.
Boy, Hellgate is flying to the football.
Again, this is a wildcat formation. Hunter Meinzen. And he's going to run it. Knights expected, and they only get about 2 yards.
And Raleigh Wooster, no. I think that was Simon Reed, number 1.
Yep.
Looked like 7. Nice job.
It'll be 3rd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Stood him right up at the line of scrimmage.
3 minutes and 15 seconds here in the first quarter. Now they're back to normal formation. Lincoln quarterback fires one into the end zone. Incomplete.
Boy, there were 3 of them that could have had a hand on that.
Nearly intercepted after the tip there.
It's going to bring up a 4th down and goal.
Looks like the Eagles are thinking about a field goal here.
From the 9-yard line.
It's maybe Vlad Lemza on the field goal attempt. This will be a 27-yarder. The holder is Drayvon Lincoln, the quarterback. Nice snap.
Boy,
And it's
nice
no
job.
good. It looked good, but it's
Boy,
just
it
outside.
did look good.
Just outside the right crossbar. So no good. It was a good snap, a good hold, and just outside. So a break for the Knights now, and again, they looked so proficient in that opening drive. We'll see if they continue that in their second possession here. Coach, did you see anything the Eagles need to adjust to on that first defensive stand?
Boy, you know, Hellgate is just flying to the football, getting off the ball, and great pursuit on that series.
Raleigh with a quick pass to the right side, and it's caught out there. That is Ian Finch on the catch. 5-yard, 6-yard pickup.
Of course, number 2, Jet Ribish.
Hard to defend that. Raleigh throws it so quick, and it's just a little
And
pitch
number
pattern.
15, Hunter Meinzen on the stop.
Ian's a bit taller than Hunter, but got a few inches on him anyway. Wooster to keep it here. We've got a flag down. This will side judge through that.
2:21 left in the first quarter here.
Looks like procedure against the Knights. This will come back.
Boy, just a beautiful night for a football game. Perfect temperature, little bit of a breeze.
2:21 left in the first quarter. Definitely want to thank our sponsors tonight, Fast Trip Conoco, Montana Motor Mall, McElmurray Homes, and Missoula Bone and Joint. Second down and 10, call it. Raleigh Wooster here on the keep. Gets a few, but another flag goes down. The umpire threw the flag. There's some extracurricular. Now there's another flag. In fact, the players were yakking a little bit after the first flag went down. You can see the officials visiting about it. You know, I think, Coach, it's good to get those flags early in the game like that to kind of quell things, the extracurricular stuff. Ends up being a holding. Looked like a little more activity than that, but it'll settle with a hold. We are going to try to get Marty Morningwig to stop by at the second quarter if we saw Mr. Morningwig come by earlier. Oh, there was an unsportsmanlike after the holding, Coach. So there's two fouls there.
Yeah, I thought there was.
So
I wasn't sure why both flags were picked up, but
So we had a holding on the Knights and an unsportsmanlike on the Eagles, and they assessed both of those. Anyway, Marty Morningwig, who former quarterback for the Montana Grizzlies, is roaming the halls, and NFL coach, offensive coordinators. So we asked him to come by and say hello to us. And see if he can give us his assessment of the game here in a little while. Minute 30 left in the quarter. Another flag goes down, Coach. Ooh, another personal foul. Did you see that, Tim?
I didn't. I saw the flag. I didn't see what. It was after the whistle. Or after the play.
Well, now both teams have those two penalties against each other. You don't want to see a lot of that or any of that going on, so hopefully that'll be the end of it. Minute
Particular when
20 now,
you're
counting.
inside the 20.
Knights look so strong in that first possession. Now they're going the wrong way on 3rd and 20 here. Bad snap.
Nice job by Raleigh picking it up.
Raleigh throws a completion. First down.
Out to the 50-yard, 49-yard line.
Brennan Dumont running across the middle of the field, and a beautiful throw by Raleigh Wooster.
On a deep post pattern. Boy, the ball was right in the breadbasket.
Well, that was 3rd and 30, and he made it work.
So it brings up 1st and 10 for the Knights, close to the 50-yard line.
45 seconds and running inside handoff here, and he breaks a tackle. Well, how about a 7-yard gain?
I'm thinking that is number 2, yes. Jet Rebic comes up and puts a...
Keno Armstrong also helping on the tackle that time as well.
Just a bone-jarring tackle.
That was a carry by Jake Sweatland. He looks great for a sophomore.
Yeah.
Sweatland again, off tackle. Gets a couple on that, tackled by Colby Jensen.
Jake's pretty good size too. He's 185 pounds. Boy, it's nice to have sophomores like that are getting that playing time. And
well, that is the end of the first quarter. We are 8-0. It has been a great game. Bob Hermes with Tim Roscoe. We will step aside and hear from our sponsors. Back for second quarter action after these messages. Back for second quarter action now, and as we mentioned, Marty Morningwig joining us for a few plays here in the second quarter. Marty, so good to see you, and welcome to our booth. I guess you're not in the NFL right now, obviously. Played at Montana, and I got the good fortune to watch you and do that back in the day together, and you had a great, illustrious NFL career. Why don't you talk a little bit about that and the teams you were with? And
Well, first of all, what a great time I'm having here in Missoula, Montana, watching Hellgate against Big Sky. You know, and there's a few things I'm looking at. You know, the great Brian Salonen's sons playing a little center for Hellgate, and I know Big Sky is a big favorite. And Hellgate, you know, in that first quarter, sort of controlled the ball just a little bit.
Now, we should divulge that you played with Brian Salonen, and his son's the center tonight for the Knights.
Oh, I'm biased big time towards my ex-teammates and their kids. And then I'm up here in the box with Scotty Wilson, who was a student equipment guy for us when we were playing, and he's a Big Sky guy, so I'm voting equally as hard both teams.
Perfect. Now, you've got a guy like Raleigh Wooster out there. He's a basketball kid, but he's a pretty good little quarterback, too.
Well, he's sort of dominated the game so far. Now it's a long game. The kid does a nice job of running and throwing. He's hit a couple of big passes, and then the Big Sky quarterback hasn't had much of an opportunity yet, but he made that one big throw, and he knew he was going to take a hit. And then they were without him for a couple plays. Remember, they went a little wildcat down there.
Right.
They came in 2 plays later after getting hit pretty hard. But what a great atmosphere. I was at the Frenchtown game. You know, another teammate of mine, Josh Klusowicz's son, Jace. So I got to, and that was a heck of a game they played, and he played. I thought he was impressive as well.
All right, we've got second down here. We'll watch Raleigh here. Pick it up. Second down in about 7, we'll call it. Like the Eagles thinking blitz here. Inside handoff. Get a few. So, Coach, you were with Green Bay and the Eagles, and how was it in the NFL? Talk to us for a second.
Yeah, I was in the NFL for basically a quarter of a century, and So Green Bay and then San Francisco, 2 great runs there. Coached some of the greatest players ever to play. I've been fortunate that way. Detroit for a quick half a cup of coffee. Philadelphia for a decade. So all my kids, sort of, if you ask them where they're from, they would say Philadelphia, New York, and Baltimore. And so quite a run. I told my wife a few weeks back, she goes, you know, everybody thinks you're retired. And I'm going, really, they do? I said, and she goes, yeah, it's been a pretty good run. I said, girl, it's just started. So that's the way I kind of look at it. We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, you're living in Missoula and you're hanging out here in town, so that's pretty neat. Here's an inside handoff again by the Knights. Good yardage, second down now. They're going to be threatening here, and Big Sky probably favored coming in tonight, but it was everybody thought it'd be a great game, but the Knights have really owned it so far.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, just from the outside looking in, because I kind of in and out of Montana. Now I tell people my wife left me for the state of Montana, but I'm kind of surprised because it looks like Hellgate, and again, it's a long game. They've dominated this first half, running and passing when they've needed to.
Oh, they're all over that one. Good play by the Eagles.
This will be a big play, won't it? Third and about, 3?
Yep.
Down on the +5, and you're either going to have 8-0 or a field goal or 2 touchdown type of lead,
Now, Marty, Coach Roscoe, a legendary coach at Frenchtown in his own right, would call a screen pass to the weak side. What would you call it?
A screen pass to the weak side, just a fantastic call.
Okay, well, let's see what the Knights call. Third down, big play as you mentioned. They're going to go with Raleigh, no surprise there. There is a flag down, touchdown by Raleigh, but there's a flag, and it was on the near far side. This might be coming back.
Both teams have had a little trouble lining up. It's early in the season, whether they're on or off or they're flinching. Let's see what happens here. Oh, block below the waist.
Block below the waist on the offense. So that will negate the touchdown. It was 3rd and 6, and now it'll go 3rd and, wow, big penalty. 15
yards, harsh penalty, especially when you're on the +5.
3rd and 20 now. That is a big break for the Eagles. But the way Raleigh throws it, as we saw in the last series, he's got a cannon for an arm, so we'll see.
Down tight red zone, it's tougher. Looks like they're in a single safety middle, so you should be one-on-one on the outside anyways.
Raleigh sees that. He throws to the corner. Some bump and run. There's a flag down. Interference is going to be called, it looks like, against the defense. Well, that'll give him a free first down.
Things change fast in this game, don't they?
Yeah. That'll be a first down for the Knights now. Well, that penalty on 3rd and 20 now becomes a... I thought it would be an automatic first down, but they have not awarded that yet. They've got 3rd and 7 on the box. So 3rd and 7 at the 10. Raleigh with the ball. And the Eagles are all over that. Hunter Meinzen, I believe, on the tackle. Everett Fred, excuse me. Great play by Everett Fred. 4th down. Knights are going to go for a touchdown. They're not going to kick a field goal. All right, Marty, what are you calling here?
Well, they've been relying on the read option with the quarterback so much. But this, what do we got? 4th and 7. I think they're going to be forced to throw the football. Again, in the tight red zone. So things happen fast in the red zone. The lanes are tighter. Ball's got to come out quick.
No backs. There it is, and it's incomplete. So the Eagles hold on the incompletion. Well, Mr. Morningwig, thank you for coming by. It was a pleasure to see you, and I'm sure you'll be scouting and keeping us abreast as you go, so thank you so much.
Yeah, big series. That was a big series for Big Sky. Good luck. I hope both these two teams do really well. Coach, it was good to see you again.
Thank you, Coach. Well, great to see Coach Morningwig, and fun to have him up in the booth. So neat to have Marty up here, and what a stellar player he was for the Grizzlies, and I'm sure he'll be helping out all these teams as he can as they go forward. So Coach Roscoe, kind of fun, huh?
Yeah, that was awesome.
He's a pretty good commentator, too.
Yeah, he is. Yep. I'm thinking that dude could do just about anything he wanted.
Well, I know one thing. I got to see him play college football, and
So did I.
for small stature, he was a great, great, great player.
Wow, I would second that.
All right, the Eagles hold. It is still in doubt as far as who's going to win this game. And a great throw that time by Mr. Lincoln. Out to the 19-yard line. That's a first down for the Eagles. On the reception was Sean Husby.
Give him a little bit of breathing room here on the 20-yard line, almost out of the red zone.
Yeah, they needed that. 7:25 in the half.
They come out, 2 receivers wide, both sides.
Inside
Jet
handoff.
Rebish.
Jet with a good run. Picks up 4-5. Tackled by Raleigh Wooster. Raleigh playing both ways for the Knights. And we're hoping to have Rob Watson, Superintendent of Schools, up at the third quarter to visit with us as school just getting underway. It'll be fun to hear about some of the projects Missoula County Public Schools have done this past summer. Mr. Lincoln, it's incomplete in the hands and just kind of dropped it.
Oh, it was right there, too. You know, just his head turned. He was headed upfield just a little bit early.
Draven throws a real nice ball, Coach. It's a tight spiral and real accurate. Draven listed at 6'2" at quarterback for the Eagles. Got a bunch formation on the left side. Draven rolls toward it and then back across the middle. Good reception. He lost the ball and got it back.
Boy.
Wow. A little excitement after the catch.
Good heads up by Hank on that one.
Hank Palin on the catch.
He got it tucked away on the second one.
He was excited and almost lost it.
You know, and good heads up by him to keep his eye on the football and relocate, pick it out of the air, and head upfield.
And that same bunch formation, they're going to run a wildcat out of this one. Draven Lincoln on the run, but the Knights stuff it quickly. Dan Nile, the offensive coordinator for the Eagles, as always. Deep ball this time. He's open. Oh, and it's up for grabs.
Boy, I'll tell you, it was just who wanted that ball.
Yeah, great play on the ball.
Brandon Coladonado.
Yeah, and, you know, we talked about Brandon and his sure hands. You know, there was a jump ball, really.
Yes, it was.
Well thrown. He was open for a minute, but the ball just a touch underthrown.
Boy, and they both had a clutch on the ball at the same time, and he just took it away.
Yeah, Brandon is a really good receiver. You saw it there. Really impressive player. He was last year as well.
Yes, he was.
Wow, the Eagles had a drive going with 5:28, and the Knights just put the stop to it there. Quick pass by Raleigh. It flutters, and this is
Brandon again.
Big tackle. That was Ben Mayle on the tackle.
Boy, he put the hit on, but Brandon hung on to it.
Brandon's feeling the hit, the effects of that hit there. You could see it when he got up. Jim Sanders, our main camera. Good job up there, Jim. Thank you as always. Nick Good down on our sideline camera. Thank you, Nick, as well.
2nd and 5.
Nice run down the sideline. There's a first down by the Knights. Jake Swetland. Knights look
Boy, I'll tell you,
strong.
when he gets on the corner, he accelerates. What a nice addition for the Knights.
Mick Morris has them believing, no doubt about it.
It does run hard. And they're moving the ball again. Hellgate, 1st and 10. Ball right on the 45.
4:48 left in the quarter. In the half. Hitch pattern completed.
The Knights being very efficient on the short passing game and running the ball.
That was Hunter Burtick on the catch. 2nd and 2 coming back. Long 2, almost 3 yards to go.
4:20 left in the second quarter.
Inside handoff again. Gets a first down, out of bounds.
Jake Swetland again. Running hard.
Hunter Meinzen on the stop, along with Jet Rebish. Shotgun formation, Wooster back to throw.
Boy, he got out of
Goes deep.
got out of a mess there. Oh!
He went deep. The receiver was open. Defense caught up, and then Cole just couldn't hang on. It was Ian Finch couldn't hang on.
Boy, he threw that ball 45 yards in the air. What an arm.
.338 and a half.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Clock stopped at 3:38 to the halftime.
Wooster on the keep.
Pickup of about 3, maybe 4.
Jet Rebish on the stop. That's one thing about Jet. He's a lot smaller than Raleigh, but he's not afraid to make the tackle.
Boy, he is a headhunter.
Jet's listed at 5'11", and Raleigh's listed at 6'4". Raleigh again to keep it. First down. And again, Jet's got to come up and make the tackle from his safety position. Clock's running.
With some help from Kobe Jansen, number 27 as well.
2:50 now and going on the clock.
So the Hellgate Knights convert again offensively.
Raleigh looks to the left side, ball's high, incomplete. Hunter Meinzen on the defense there. Again, big thanks to our sponsors tonight, Fast Trip Conoco, MontanaMotorMall.com, McElmurray Homes, and Missoula Bone and Joint. Next week we've got volleyball action, Glacier and Hellgate for prep game of the week. Raleigh on the keep, right side, he's running, first down. He makes those tacklers earn it, and they did a nice job. Everett Fred again on the tackle. .225 and running on the clock.
Ben Mayle on the hit on the last play.
Inside handoff, Finch breaks one.
Boy, one of the Eagles just got a hand on his foot, or he would have been gone.
9-yard pickup, under 2 minutes now, 1:57 and counting. Eagles have all their timeouts, so do the Knights.
A second and a sliver.
Raleigh keeps it, breaks a tackle, touchdown.
Boy, he reads that so well to both sides. That's a great offensive play for them.
9-yard TD by Raleigh Wooster.
Just read option and follow the offensive guard.
1:36 left in the quarter, in the half. Good job by Raleigh. Well, last time they had a 2-point conversion. See if they kick the PAT or have to scramble and get the 2-point again.
Well, I think
It's good.
it did go through.
It's good. So 15-0 with 1:36. We will step aside and be back right after this. Well, you can see the crowd tonight is big. Both schools in an inter-city rivalry. Actually, overflow crowd across the way has to fill in. It's full on the press box side. So the Abe Johnson ready to kick off. Got Ben Mayle and Jet Rebish back to return here. This is Jet catching it at the 8-yard line. He's fast.
So I'll tell you what,
Down to the 35 with 1:30 to go.
he was a one-legger away from breaking it down the sideline.
Remember, Mayo last time took it to the midfield, so they've had good field position each time. So, Tim, do you expect the Eagles to try to air it out here a little bit?
I think they are.
Touchdown?
Yeah, I think they will.
Abe's going to roll to throw, and he does, into the flat. It's caught. First down, 12-yard pickup.
You know, their receiving core is solid. They catch the ball, they can get upfield, they've got some speed.
That was Everett Fred on the 14-yard reception.
And so effective for him last year. I remember he had a number of big plays.
Officials stop it here. We got a timeout with the Hellgate Knights. We will step aside and take a timeout with the Knights, and we'll be back right after this. 1:18 left in the half after the timeout by the Knights. That's the first timeout either team has used in the half. Eagles would love a touchdown here to go into halftime. They trail 0-15.
Go the first and 10 on the 46-yard line.
Lincoln over the middle, almost intercepted, knocked down by the Knights.
Boy, he tried to thread the needle there.
Brandon Terzo had a hand on it.
Yeah. But you know what, Coach? It was right on the money to his receiver, and Terzo just made a nice play reaching back and getting a hand on it.
Just a straight drop that time.
Second and 10 for Hellgate, or for Big Sky.
Draven gonna roll to the left a little bit. He's hit as he throws it, but it's completed.
Boy, nice focus by him.
Mail on the catch, 12-yard pickup, first down.
That was a long ball across the field.
And he took a shot just as he threw the ball.
From two guys, not just one.
Yeah, I think the Knights blitzed Cade Freer, and he hit him just as he threw it. First and 10 now. 1:08 to go. Oh, and a big hit after the catch. Nicely caught, though.
Braden Terzo came up, made the stick on him. That was a collision.
Sean Husby on the catch. 8-yard catch by Sean.
Second and 2.
Draven to throw over the middle, underthrown, incomplete. 40 seconds. It'll be second and about 3 coming back. 40 seconds in the half. Eagles have all their timeouts left. Mail brought the play in from the sideline. He lines up wide left. Gonna roll his way. Check back underneath. First down, I believe.
Boy, nice job, Bob, by Draven. I mean, it was a short sprint left, and he planted, squared back around, got set up so quick, and delivered it right on the money.
Yeah, that was Everett Fred on the catch. Dan Nile, the old coordinator for the Eagles, takes a timeout. And we will step aside and be back right after this. Well, there's 34 seconds coming out of the timeout now. The Eagles took it. See what Coach Nile dials up here for the Eagles. They'd love a touchdown to go into halftime. Little motion here by the Eagles. Oh, and the blitz dialed up by the Knights works out. Free ball, there's not a whistle. This may be a touchdown by Brandon Coronado. A 75-yard touchdown.
What a heads-up play by Brandon.
No whistles, Coach. What was it?
It was just a fumbled ball.
What a turnover. 75-yard turnover.
Wow.
Brandon Coronado.
Yeah, it was just a fumbled ball on the tackle. Brandon, heads up, good vision, good hustle, picked it up and took it to the barn.
Eagles were threatening, 18 seconds left in the half. Now they kick a PAT, it's blocked. No good. But a shocker, 21-0 now, as they had a 2-point conversion over, and a hush has went over the Eagles side of the field here. Coach will keep it here and visit for a sec before the kickoff. What did you see there exactly?
On the tackle, the ball was just fumbled, and Brandon, it was heads up enough, to pick up the ball and take off.
And again, there was no whistle by an official, which was a good job by the officials. A lot of time you'll get an inadvertent whistle there, and they did not blow it. So, or I should say blow the whistle, which kept the ball alive. And he was smart enough to keep playing, right?
Yeah.
And that's a sign of good coaching.
That's what I saw.
Well, a big play by the Knights.
And smart play by him. I mean, just playing until the whistle goes.
And there wasn't one, so it's a touchdown. 75 yards.
And really a good job by the officials not blowing, an inadvertent whistle. That would have been easy to do in that situation.
Well, the Knights kick off. They kind of squib this one. Don't give it to Jet that time. There's a flag down. Lots of broken tackles. Another flag goes down, but I think we're going to get this one back.
That might even close to a horse collar on that.
So lots of activity. 2 flags on the field. Probably in the area of holding, it looks like. It is holding. So they'll mark it from the first one, I'm thinking, and take it from there. 8 seconds in the half. A shocker here just before the end of the half with the 75-yard turnover for a touchdown by the Eagles to make it 21-0. Turnover for the Knights. Brandon Coronado. So the scoring tonight, Ian Finch had a 28-yard touchdown to start. Raleigh Wooster then had a 9-yard touchdown. And then Brandon with a 75-yard touchdown. At first I thought it might have been Raleigh Wooster running with it, but Brandon was the corner and he's the one that took it down. Well, with 8 seconds, we'll see if looks like the Knights have got a timeout here. See if the Eagles throw it deep or take a knee. Looks like they're lined up in shotgun. The Knights have 4 defenders back deep. Now 5 defenders back deep. And that'll do it for the half. Well, we are 21-0. Coach, your thoughts as they go into the half?
Wow, I mean, this Hellgate football team tonight compared to a year ago, amazing, the difference.
Yep.
And the belief. And I mean, not that they didn't before, but I think they're playing like seasoned players coming back, and very few mistakes, playing with a lot of confidence, playing as a team, as a unit. Boy, I'll tell you what, they're just getting after it.
Well, we will be back with some stats prior to kickoff, or as we kick off third quarter. Also, Rob Watson, Superintendent of Schools, will be joining us in the third quarter. We'll be back with second half action in just a few minutes.
Welcome back to Prep Game of the Week. Sponsored by Best Trip Conoco, Missoula Bone and Joint, Murray Homes, and Montana Motor Mall.
The Hellgate Knights lead 21-0 in kind of a shocker. I don't think anyone would have thought the score would be this way. At least 3 scores in advantage of the Knights, but we'll see what the Eagles can do to mount up and defend coming back here in the second half. Joining me for a little visit is the Superintendent of Schools, Rob Watson, who is returning for his first go at Superintendent, but returning to Missoula as his previous stint was a principal previously here in Missoula. So, Rob, it's great to have you back in Missoula, and I know I've talked to lots of folks that are excited to have you back. And how does it feel to be back as superintendent?
Yeah, thanks, Bob. Thanks. Really excited to be back in Missoula. It's just a wonderful community and very welcoming, and just really excited. Great night for football.
It really is. And before you got back as superintendent, the bond issues were passed for a bunch of new buildings to be built, and that's got a new school to be built.
Yeah.
It's got to be exciting for you to come in and see all the progress, I guess, in the schools.
It's amazing how some of the schools have been transformed. I worked at Rattlesnake Middle School for 3 years when it was a middle school, and now it's an elementary, but I almost didn't recognize it when I walked through it. It's just an amazing facility. And what's encouraging is all of our facilities are getting a little bit of an upgrade. We're still doing quite a bit of work on Sentinel. I think that one will be wrapped up probably December or January. Big Sky, probably going to take most of the year on Big Sky. Most of their center core area is still deep in construction. And then the other ones that are just wrapping up, Washington Middle School, probably a couple more months. And then quite a bit of work still on CS Porter and Meadow Hill. Those will probably take most of the year, but we're approaching the end of that bond issue and the construction. Really appreciative of the community that supported us and creating those really great learning environments for our kids.
Yeah, and I had the good fortune of doing one class at a time over at Washington School this week, where we gave out a grant for $250, and I got to say it's fun for me to get to go out and give out those grants to the teachers in the schools. So we're excited about that. But what are your goals coming in as superintendent? You've got to have some things you want to try to do.
Yeah, I'll tell you that probably the hardest thing right now is just getting out and meeting folks, making sure I'm connecting with the community. That's been my number one goal the first 6 months on the job. I told our school board I wanted to spend some time doing some listening and learning, and what that looks like is a lot of conversations with staff members and administrators and school board members, and now talking to a lot of different community members and basically asking some pretty simple questions. What's working in our district? What's not working in our district? How can we get better? So I wanted to give myself some time to just do that and kind of figure out what the next steps are for our district. As we're finishing our construction, obviously now is the prime time to start looking ahead and figuring out what's next.
Rob, what do you think, and I know a lot of ways to answer this, I suppose, but what do you think Missoula excels at with the school system in your mind?
You know, it's what's amazing to me is the opportunities for students, specifically at the high school level. If you just look across our high schools, including Sealy Swan, there's just a lot of opportunities for kids. You can't go a lot of places where you have this much opportunity, not only for extracurricular activities, but curriculum in the school and some of the great career and technical education opportunities now that exist that didn't exist 10 years ago. So I think that's probably what's been most impressive is just the breadth of the programs.
Okay. And last question, when you come to a game like this, who do you want to win? What do you, Superintendent, you play middle of the field
Yeah,
or
they
what?
are all Missoula students, so they're all doing great, and I really support all of them.
All right. Well, thanks for coming by. And
Yeah, thank
best
you,
of luck
Bob.
to you all year long.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, Rob Watson, new superintendent of schools, and great to have him come by for a bit, and wish him all the best this year in his new first year as superintendent of schools. So we had a penalty, looks like there on the kickoff by the Knights, a little eager to get downfield, and they will re-kick. We did have some stats for everyone in the first half. Raleigh Wooster was the rushing leader for the Knights. He rushed 15 times. He netted 78 yards rushing. Jake Swetland was next with 9 rushes for 59 yards. Raleigh was 15 attempts throwing. He completed 11 of those. Pretty impressive. 1 TD, 37 yards long. He had 128 yards passing. Leading receiver was Matt Herzog with 41 yards. Here's a kickoff. It's going to count this time, taken at the 5 by Mayle. Does a nice job running it back to the 30. Ball is out, but he's tackled there. Eagles will take over. So, Coach, it was really all Knights there in the first half. What would Coach Johnson adjust to in your mind in the locker room?
Man alive, they need to get some offense generated, and really, there's been some big rays of hope in terms of offensively for Big Sky. I think they just need to be more consistent. They had, some penalties deep down inside that kind of limited their offense a little bit, particularly in the second quarter, but. I think they need to get their feet up underneath them. Look forward, not back, and take one play at a time.
Little fly sweep there by Jet Rebish, picks up 5 yards. Quarterback keeper here gets 3 yards on it.
Because they definitely have some weapons.
Well, Drayvon Lincoln rushed in the first half for 22 yards on 3 carries. He threw 11 times, completing 7 in the first half for 116 yards. Ben Mayle had 2 carries for 59 yards. He was the leading rusher for the Eagles. Doug Swanson was the leading tackler in the first half for the Eagles, with 6 unassisted tackles. Jet Rebish also had 6, so I guess they were actually tied for tackles.
3rd and 6 now for Big Guy.
Quarterback keeper here, going to be short. That was Ben Mayle, little wildcat, I guess.
And I think, Coach, just those little mistakes that cost him 5 yards on the last play, set him back, took him out of a conversion of a 1st and 10. I think those are the things that they need to clean up.
4th down here, Mayle.
Wow.
A wildcat. There's a flag though. He got the 1st down, but there is a flag.
Boy, he puts it all into it. Nice job.
In the area of holding though.
He is tough. Yeah, just the little mistakes.
This is going to come back. It'll be 4th down again now after the 1st down was gained.
I mean, you just can't have 2 consecutive downs with consecutive penalties on both downs. Both of them cost you 1st and 10.
4th and 13 now. They're going to punt it. Coronado takes it at the 38-yard line. Nice tackle by Hunter Mines in downfield. Well, we'll see if the Knights are able to pick up where they left off. Their offense has looked very efficient tonight.
And few mistakes.
It was nice of Rob Watson to come by, Superintendent of Schools. Also Marty Morningwig. Great to see him again. Raleigh Wooster, keeper, picks up about 6 yards.
Boy, as big as he is, I mean, he moves laterally well and accelerates, and he's just a tough guy.
He was tackled by Max Anders by the Eagles.
And he is a handful to tackle. 2nd and 5.
Blitz by the Eagles.
From the 50. Swetland with the ball. Pickup of about 5. Nice run. Close to a first down.
Just barely short of the first down. Be 3rd and 1. Raleigh keeps it. First down. There is a flag again. Umpire threw that one.
Boy, they execute that play to both sides very well.
Looked like they just pulled the center, actually, or maybe the tackle.
It's number 50, I believe.
Right,
and
right. It is 50.
And I think
that's the guard
on
coach.
this side.
Yeah, that's the guard pulling. Dakota Friesen is the pulling guard. He does a nice job.
Yes, he does. He's mobile. Got good feet.
Well, it was a 10-yard penalty there, so 3rd and 11 now. Raleigh has to flush out of the pocket.
Nice
Breaks the
job.
tackle. First down.
Nice job, Jake Swetland.
Wow, Swetland did a lot of that on his own after the catch.
Yes, he did. And Raleigh threw the ball a little bit low. He did a nice job of scooping it, and man, what a nice addition to their backfield.
Another penalty, though. It's going to come back against the Knights. Personal foul against the Knights.
Oh,
Didn't see the activity, but it'll cost him dearly. A first down will not be gained off the penalty. You know, one thing about the Knights, Tim, that I've noticed, they really do keep their composure
they do.
even after penalties and such. Looks like they're going to take a timeout and visit about it. We will step aside and be back after this timeout. Back after the timeout. 3rd down and 8 now after the penalty. Raleigh will keep it here. He's tackled short of the first down. Chet Rebish on the tackle. Eagles pretty much saw that play coming. It'll be 4th down.
Looks like about 3 to go to convert.
Knights
I'm
haven't
thinking
done,
they're going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say the Knights haven't done a lot of punting tonight. We'll see if they punt it here or go for it. I think they're going to go for it,
Yep,
Coach.
yep.
Raleigh taking his time.
I'm thinking they're going left.
Maybe just trying to get somebody off sides here. Maybe take a timeout.
Quarterback trap outside.
Oh, they take an intentional delay here because they can afford to take it and then punt the ball, I guess, with position on the field. Hunter Meinzen will go back for the punt return. Raleigh Wooster does the punting as well, so that's always a threat because he can throw or run out of this as well. Kicks a short one. That one goes out of bounds. That's going to be about a 4-yard punt. Raleigh kind of missed that one. So good break for the Eagles. Actually, that's going to be a negative punt. That's going to be about a negative 2-yard punt.
Looked like it came off the outside of his foot.
There is another flag down, though.
Holy cow, all of these flags are taking the fun out of it.
That'll go against the Eagles, so a break for the Knights here.
So they'll get another shot at it?
I think they're going to say it wasn't enough for a first down even with the penalty, coach, so I think it's going to be the Eagles' ball.
It's going to give them a 1st and 10.
Eagles ball first.
Oh, it was after the play.
There you go. So Drayvon back at quarterback. Out of their Wildcat formation here. He's going deep over the right side. Intercepted.
Jake Sweatland got the ball. Boy, nice pick.
Yeah, he was just eagle-eyeing that all the way.
I agree with you.
Yeah, he was not fooled a bit on that. Yeah, Jake Sweatland, good job by him picking that off.
Holy cow, he has been a real shot in the arm to the Knights on both sides of the ball.
We talked about the Knights' composure. We've seen it all night, even on all the penalties, and they haven't got rattled. They've stayed very calm.
Man alive, you gotta love having a sophomore like that.
Raleigh at quarterback now, first down at the 28-yard line. Raleigh deep down the right side. Oh, almost caught. Hit his hands, second down.
Almost looked like there was a push in the back.
That was intended for Ian Finch. He had a hard time turning around to see the ball. We've got an injured player. That might be Brandon Coronado on that left side. We'll see. We'll try to get a number. We hope whoever it is not serious. Looks like they're looking at the left ankle or knee. While we take a look at him, we will take a break and be back right after this. Well, good news for the Hellgate Knights. Brandon Coronado is okay. It looks like he's able to walk off under his own power. So that injury apparently not real serious. Sweatland up the middle.
Wow.
First down. 15-yard pickup there. 6:40 in the third quarter.
He just exploded up the middle.
You know, between him and Wooster running the ball, it's hard to decide which one on defense to pick.
Clock's running at 6:30 left in the third quarter. And the Knights are threatening.
Little mix up this time. The Eagles blitz it, and it works out real well for them. Hank Palin on the tackle. Second and 14 coming back. Booster keeps the ball, wants to run it, cuts inside, nothing going, little flag down again.
Boy, Raleigh uses his blocks well. Flag down.
It's going to go against the Knights again. Holding against the Knights. All those penalties will really hamper the drive. Second and 25 now. Knights have 3 receivers to the left side of the formation. Pitch, gonna throw, halfback pass, it's batted down, intercepted. Intercepted by one of the linemen.
Yeah, it got batted up in the air and he picked it off.
Donovan Zavala on the interception. Donovan's one happy junior. He's a junior for the Eagles. He's all smiles right now. Big break for the Eagles. They really need a touchdown here.
Yeah,
Trailing 3 touchdowns, they've got to get something in the end zone. Another player down for the Knights. Had some cramps earlier. Wonder if this
I was thinking that was Jake Swetland that's down, but couldn't. Yeah, I think it is. Oh, that's not good.
He's there.
Looks like his right ankle or right knee, one of the two.
Yeah, and he of course is their running back, so.
Wow, he can't put any weight on that.
Just a sophomore for the Knights, as we mentioned throughout the evening. Wildcat formation here again. This is Rebish down the right side. First down to the 33-yard line.
First down, Big Sky.
Jet.
Nice effort, Jet. Oh, there's no quitting that guy, that's for sure.
Yeah, and again, he's gone both ways too tonight. A lot of physical activity by him on defense. Wildcat up the middle, nothing much there, maybe 1 or 2 yards. Second and 9, we'll call it. Wildcat formation again. Rebish gets a couple to the right side.
Boy, and there were a couple of tough ones too.
Wooster on the tackle along with some of his teammates. 3rd and 7, 4:30 here in the third. Back to their normal formation now. Drayvon Lincoln at quarterback. Got an equipment timeout here. Looks like maybe a helmet needs to be snapped up. Draven straight back. Intercepted again. This is clear sailing. This is Raleigh Wooster down the right side. He's all alone.
Wow.
75-yard touchdown, Raleigh Wooster.
Boy, he turned the Jets on there.
75-yard interception by Raleigh Wooster.
Talk about ball hawking. Boy, I tell you, he was gone to that football. He knew right where he was going.
Yeah, we've talked about the composure of the Knights, and again, they just kind of sit back and play calm. Raleigh's tired, and why wouldn't you be? I don't blame him. He's going to try to hold the ball here. We'll see if he can do it.
Boy, he hit about the 35 and the afterburner kicked in.
What a wonderful play by Raleigh. Good job, Raleigh Wooster. He's able to hold it, and it's good. The Knights 28-0 on a 75-yard interception with 4:04 left in the third quarter. A shocker here at Missoula County Stadium. We'll be back after this. With 4:04 in the third quarter, Missoula Hellgate 28, Big Sky 0. A bit of a shocker at Missoula County Stadium. 2 big turnovers have been a big difference tonight. Brandon Coronado on a 75-yard touchdown turnover, and now Raleigh Wooster with a 75-yard touchdown interception. And it's been all Hellgate Knights throughout the evening. And again, the Eagles have tried Wildcat coach, they've tried drop back, they've tried running the ball, and they just can't find a solution right now. Draven Lincoln back at quarterback, see if they can get something happening. Inside handoff, and there's nothing going.
And really, Bob, Hellgate's playing well defensively. I mean, it appears that they're obviously well prepared for, what they're seeing. Second down and 11 now for the Eagles.
Quick hitch pattern, caught and he gets a few out of it. That is Ben Mayle on the catch. Well, the big change for the Eagles, we mentioned it a few times. Coulter Giannicaro was injured in Bozeman and not here tonight. But other than that, I believe the Eagles pretty much at full strength. And Jet Rebish is an excellent running back, so that was their counter to the loss of Giannicaro. Draven back, wants to throw, has to run it. Good job by him. First down and then some. Smacked out of bounds by Brandon Coronado. Good run by Draven.
So the Eagles convert first down.
Well, one thing about Matt's team coach, Matt Johnson, there's no quit in the Eagles.
Never.
Never. I mean, they just keep playing.
Yeah, you are right about that.
Screen pass, good call here by Coach Nile. Picks up 7.
And really well executed. Try to slow that rush down a little bit of Hellgate's.
Second down coming back. Straight back by Draven. He's going down the right side. He's open. Oh! All the way.
Oh, Lord. Man, that was a beauty.
Yep.
Poor Everett. Just maybe a little bit long, but.
He was open all the way.
Wow. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a connect.
Well, here's the big play, Coach. Third down and 4.
Yeah, it is.
Eagles really need to convert here. At least the first down. Nice try, but
It'll be 4th and 1.
Everett Fred unable to get it. Probably go for it here, right?
I'm thinking I would.
Well, for the Eagles, this is critical.
I'm thinking my go-to would be Jet.
Well, that fly sweep has worked for short yardage, but we'll see what they dial up here. Critical play for the Eagles. They're going deep. They want it all. He's open. Looks like he got it.
You know what?
Down to the 3.
What a great call, really.
Yeah, they went for it all, Coach, and they got it to the 3-yard line. Ben Mail.
Yeah, that was a courageous call. The kids executed it really well.
Big play for the Eagles to try to hang in the game. Down to the 3-yard line.
Well, they certainly need this one, that's for sure.
Pro backfield, 2 backs, second man up and is a touchdown. And guess who? Jet Rebish.
Man, he ran that in with authority.
3-yard TD. 3-yard TD by Jet Rebish with 1:13 in the third quarter. They're going to kick here. This is Vlad to kick as he has all night long, and it's good. So 7-28. The Eagles get on the board and keep it a bit in question. There is time to come back, and as we mentioned, there's no quit in the Eagles. We'll step aside and be back right after this. Vlad Lemza ready to kick off to the Knights. Brandon Coronado back to get this. It's an onside kick by the Eagles. Not surprising, I guess. It's probably a good idea. But the Knights suspect it might be coming and they cover it. Smart on their part.
Yeah, good job.
That was Peter Nystrom on the coverage. Good job by him.
Get a hands guy in there, one of their big tight ends.
Well, we mentioned one thing the Eagles won't do is quit, and you saw it there, and you saw it on the touchdown. They'll play all the way to the final whistle, no doubt.
So Hellgate, 1st and 10 on the 39.
Raleigh hands off inside.
Wow, nice gain. Close to a 1st and 10. Pickup of about 8 or 9.
Well, the good news there, Coach, is that Sweatland, again, remember he was hurt and he came off, but now he looks like he's back healthy, so that's good news for the Knights.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweatland and Wooster have been 2 efficient running backs tonight. Broken play here. Raleigh gets a first down out of it, though.
Chet Rebic comes up to greet him.
Colby Jensen also helping out for the Eagles. First down, though, for the Hellgate Knights. Clock's running. 28 seconds in the third quarter. They may let this clock run out. We'll see.
First and 10 now for Hellgate. Ball right on close to the 50-yard line.
Looks like the Knights will let the clock expire, so that's the end of the third quarter. 28-7, Hellgate leads. Remember, they were undefeated coming into 1-0, but they've got a chance here to go 2-0, and it'll be, we'll have to look into the archives, Tim, when the last time the Knights opened the season 2-0. So you're going to have to go
been
into
a
the
while.
books, take a peek, yeah. Well, we'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this. Hellgate Knights ready to kick off fourth quarter here with possession of the ball in a 28-7 lead. Bob Hermes with Tim Roscoe doing color tonight. Inside handoff, Sweatland, first down. Great way to start the fourth quarter for the Knights.
Oh, some nice blocking up front by Hellgate.
We've talked about the Knights' great composure throughout the evening, both on defense and offense. They've had 2 really big interceptions for touchdowns.
So another 1st and 10 for Hellgate. Ball right on the 40-yard line.
Ian Finch over 100 yards rushing tonight with a 28-yard touchdown to start the scoring for the Knights. Raleigh keeps it here, follows Finch down the right side.
He may be gone.
He's out of bounds. 20-yard pickup for Raleigh.
Man, he's got some quick feet.
Well, we've talked about the combination of Wooster and Sweatland in the backfield. It just keeps growing. Raleigh had 78 yards in the first half rushing. Sweatland had 59. They're both over 100 yards now, Coach.
You know, Hellgate's offensive line has done an amazing job tonight.
Yep, that's Nielsen, Freer, Salonen, Friesen. Couple yards there.
Good job by the Knights defensively inside.
Lane Cooney.
Second down and 10 Knights.
Knights signaling in the plays from the sideline. Sweatland inside again, about an 8-yard pickup. The Knights play Flathead next week here in Missoula. And Big Sky plays Helena High. And then Glacier, they host Glacier for homecoming the week after that.
Third and about 4 for the Knights. Knocking at the door again.
Just had 10 minutes now left in the game. 28-7, Knights lead. Sweatland again, first down or very close, depending on the mark here. So it'll be all about the official spot here on the mark. I think they're going to be just short, about a half yard short of the first down. Fourth down.
One.
Knights are going to go for it here, Coach, instead of the field goal. Inside to Sweatland, first down. You mentioned that lineman. There's a good show of that line's surge.
Boy, yeah, they're really getting off the ball.
And they're going over the right side of that line for the first down.
Ball decides to find that on first and goal.
Just in 9 minutes now, clock running. Knights not in a hurry here, taking their time.
Eating up the clock. First and goal.
Got to think Raleigh. It is Raleigh, but the Eagles are all over that.
Nice defensive play. Get a number here.
Hank Palin, I believe, Coach.
Yeah.
He's had a good night
yes,
tonight.
He has.
Really good job by him. Playing linebacker for the Eagles. Second down and about 4. 8 minutes and 15. Eagles blitz. Raleigh takes it inside the blitzing linebacker, gets to the 1.
Clock's moving at 8 minutes left in the game.
Max Andrus on the tackle. .745. Knights been happy to run the ball this whole series.
Third and goal, 1 yard to go.
Raleigh keeps it.
I think he got in.
Touchdown. Boy, he didn't have it initially, and
No.
he just surged in.
Yep. Yep.
1 yard TD by Raleigh Wooster. 7:20 to go in the game. Now Raleigh's going to hold on the try for point after. Abe Johnson on the kick, and it is good. 34 to 35 to 7, and we will step aside and be back right after this. $35-7 at Missoula County Stadium. It's been all Hellgate Knights tonight, pretty much. The Eagles have answered back, but the Knights answer again. Raleigh Wooster with a 1 yard touchdown, where that series was all running.
Ben Mayo.
Mayo with an excellent run back, as he's done all night. Good special teams on kickoff for the Eagles.
Boy, if any guy can break it, he's one.
Down to the 33-yard line to start. I think they've started every series inside the 30, which is excellent field position.
Well, the Eagles still have time. They just need to convert.
Jet Rebish breaks a tackle, gets a few yards. There's a flag.
Two flags.
Some yakking over there as well by the Knights. Not sure why they would.
Face mask. I thought I saw a face mask.
Well, you've got an official's hat down, which usually means that's the same official who threw the flag, and then he also threw his hat. So he has two flags. So you've probably got an infraction followed by an unsportsmanlike.
Yep.
Being the old official that I am, Tim.
No, I think you're right on. That's what I thought. Think.
Right roll. First flag. Face mask. On the defense. That's 15-yard penalty on the first down.
Well, it's going to be a face mask. Oh, there is two, as you said.
Number 2 on Nelson. That's 15-yard penalty on first down.
So they're going to offset two infractions, one on each team. First down by the Eagles now. Dravon at quarterback. Draven, that is. He's harassed and scrambles. Another flag down. Probably holding. There has been a lot of flags tonight, Coach.
Yes, there have.
First and 15 after the penalty now. Draven back to pass. Got a scramble. He keeps it. He gets out of bounds. Stops the clock, which might be as important as anything for the Eagles. Coach Nile there giving him the play. You know, we should mention Coach Nile was awarded the Coach of the Year last year, Tim, for all of his many years of coaching at Big Sky. Quite an award for him.
Yes, it was.
Straight back now. Deep pass. Caught beautifully. Nice catch. Trey Hunter on that catch. Trey Hunter, good job. .640 and counting now.
The Eagles are on the move.
Another out pattern here is caught. Looks like enough for a first down. Everett Fred on the catch.
Nice scoop by Everett.
6:21 left on the clock for the game. Looks like both teams staying with their starters right now. Not a lot of subs here. Lincoln to a pass to Rebish on the side. Picks up a first down.
Boy,
Great
from
run.
our angle, it looked like he was going to squeeze through that little lane there. He was going.
He's a quick running back.
Yeah, he is.
5:53 and counting now. Got another whistle. Looks like maybe a timeout by the Knights. It is what it is. A timeout by Hellgate. 3:49, 35-7. We'll step aside. Be back right after this. The Knights took a timeout there. Talking about some of their defensive strategy as the Eagles are mounting a drive here late in the fourth quarter. Draven has to throw it out of bounds, incomplete. Stops the clock with 5:44. Eagles lead or trail 7-35.
I'm wondering when the last time Hellgate scored 35 points, Coach.
Well, we also talked about when they started the season 2-0, which it looks like they might have a chance to do here. And congratulations to Mick Morris and his coaching staff and players because they look very good tonight. Straight back. Draven scrambles now. Incomplete. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I would have to echo that, Bob. I mean, the kids are playing with a lot of discipline, a lot of confidence, technically sound, few mistakes, few penalties, but boy, all in all, playing very well, both sides of the ball.
And we talked about their composure, the way they've held together, not any panic whatsoever, even after penalties and such. They're a good-looking ball club, no doubt. Straight back. Lincoln. Oh!
Holy cow, he got it. What great concentration.
That is great.
By Ben Mayle. Wow.
Ben Mayle on the deflection, nearly intercepted. Touchdown.
You know what? That's his MO to it. He's just tuned in to the present.
25-yard TD by Ben Mayle.
Great job. And just to echo the Big Sky Eagles, man, they never quit.
Nope, that's one thing that can be guaranteed.
You can take that to the bank.
And the PAT is good, so it's 14-35. Yeah, and, we'll keep it here and visit Tim as the Eagles rush off. And, it's a characteristic of Matt Johnson and Dan Nile going back to Gary Eckergren, who was a legendary coach at Big Sky. When I was in high school at Sentinel, he was the coach, and he was a wonderful person, but there is no quitting an Eagle player. That's just part of their deal. So that's one thing that won't happen. And the other thing is, even if they don't prevail tonight, they'll be back.
Yeah.
So, you can guarantee it.
Yes.
So that's one thing about a Matt Johnson, Dan Nile team. They'll keep fighting.
Well, I think this last drive and score is indicative of that.
Absolutely. You can see Matt right there. That was Matt in the huddle. I mean, he's still coaching. That's him in the back of the huddle. He's coaching like crazy. So good for him and good for the Eagles. It's a quality team, just like Mick Morris and Brian Salonen and the guys from the Hellgate Knights. So they got some great coaching going on in the city. So Dane Oliver and the guys at Sentinel, they're doing a great job as well.
Yeah.
As is Todd Hughes at Loyola. So.
Yeah, you know what? It's
A lot of good coaching.
Awesome
going
that these
on.
kids have that, that leadership to help them get down the road.
Look for an onside kick here. There it is. Bounces around. I think the Knights got it though. Good try by the Eagles.
Boy, he touched it and it got loose from him, but somehow.
It's like Brandon Coronado looks like he's got some cramps going on still.
Man, he is a tough guy.
Well, 5:28. Eagles give the ball back to the Knights now.
Of course, he comes from a big family, and all of them have lots of grit.
I think you're going to see a steady diet of run here by the Knights as they did on the last possession. Sweatland up the right side. Max Andrus on the tackle for the Eagles.
Clock's moving down close to 5 minutes.
Again, want to thank our sponsors, Fast Trip Conoco, MontanaMotorMall.com, McElmurray Homes, and Missoula Bone and Joint for sponsoring all season long. And next week we've got volleyball action, as I mentioned, Hellgate and Glacier. It should be fun. Mr. Wooster on the carry. Raleigh gets a couple.
Yeah, I think the ball got knocked loose there, and Hellgate got back on it, though.
Mentioned Hellgate's got Flathead next week here in Missoula. Big Sky's got Helena High. We do have football again for Prep Game of the Week in 2 weeks with Sentinel and Butte. That should be a great game,
Yes,
Coach.
yeah.
Sentinel's off to winning ways, and Butte's always tough. And then in 3 weeks, we've got Big Sky and Sentinel. That should be another great game. And then Hellgate and Sentinel after that.
Holy cow.
Another great game.
I like that.
Intercepted. Coronado down at the 23-yard line.
Man, he is always around the ball.
And he's got those cramps going again, I think, or his legs, but hopefully he's okay. I think we're going to stretch that out. (35-14), and the Eagles give it back to the Knights. So again, you'll see probably a lot of running going on now.
Well, the Eagles are opportunists, so if they get a chance to scavenge a ball, they're going to get her done on this series. They need to. If they're going to have any chance of getting this done.
Another good sized run inside Sweatland. I think I saw a flag, but it may not have been a flag. It might have just been a ball on the outside. Another player down here. Like there was no flag after the play, and again, this might be a cramp we're seeing.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we will step aside and take a break and be back right after this. Jake Sweatland was helped off the field with cramps during that injury timeout. Raleigh Wooster to carry with 4 minutes now left in the game. 35-14, the Knights with a big lead. Starting to see a few substitutions now, but not everybody. Inside handoff. Eagles are all over that. Kyle Martins, believe that's who that was on the carry, the replacement for Jake Swetland. 3 minutes now and counting.
Looked like Cole Turner, number 74, would have the initial hit for Big Sky.
3rd down. Probably a keeper here. Eagles anticipate that. Like the Eagles may have taken a timeout. We'll see the officials stop the clock. Eagles do take a timeout with 2:41. So we will step aside and be back after this timeout. Knights in punt formation. Again, Mr. Wooster to do that. Always a threat to run the ball or throw it though. He does punt it. Oh, and a great roll for the Knights. Picked up quickly though, and off they go. Hunter Meinzen down to the 33-yard line. .230 left in the game, 35-14.
Yeah, it would be really interesting to know the last time Hellgate was 2-0, started 2-0.
Well, we mentioned their year they had the championship when they won the state title. Might be the one, 84, but... Oh, nice run downfield by Jet Rebish.
Boy, he is so
First
tough.
down. Good for him, and he didn't go out of bounds. It's a sign of a competitor, right?
Yeah, you know, and I think, you know, I think his attitude on the field reflects the Big Sky Eagles, you know, what they are.
Another quick pass, and that one's dropped out, incomplete. Well, we mentioned it, you know, no quit, but it also count on him to be back. I mean,
yeah,
we've seen the Eagles time and time again be down a couple games and then just build back, and
yep.
You can count on it.
You know, I think that's part of their tradition, belief, winning tradition.
Over the middle, delay this time. This is Ben Mayle.
Boy, he is.
Breaking tackles.
Wow.
First down.
What a great effort.
Good job by the Knights to bring him down. First down, 157. Well, compliment to the Knights with a really great game plan coming in. Everett Fred on the completion, about 8-yard pickup. Clock's running now. Hurry up offense by the Eagles. Looks like the Knights will take a timeout. I think they have one left. I will keep it here in chat, Coach, with 1:35. We mentioned Flathead is coming in next week with Hellgate. Flathead's down a little bit this year. They dropped their opener, maybe their first two, and Sentinel was up on them. So Hellgate's got a shot at going 3-0 to start the season. Not that that's automatic, but given how well they're doing, it's not impossible either.
Yeah.
The Flathead's always a good team and well coached, so you know that'll be a good game. It'll be fun to watch. But like we said, this is a good-looking club for the Hellgate Knights. Both
Yeah,
on,
it's certainly going to give them
defense and offense.
Yep. It's going to bolster their confidence for sure.
Big Sky with Helena High. Helena High is generally a good team as well, so nothing automatic there for them. Little swing pass to Jet, and he's down for a first down and then some more.
Oh, yeah.
Great run by Jet. Good for him. What a player,
Yeah,
Jeff
he was going to find a way to get it to the end zone.
I'd be remiss if I didn't say he's a wrestler, Coach, because
I know it. You can see that.
Yeah, he's tough.
What a compliment to him.
1:27 left. No quit by the Eagles. They want another one. Little drag pattern here by Ben Mayo. He's still running. 2 Knights bring him down.
You know, he is so tough, too. It just, you know, we were talking earlier. I think there's a number of those guys that really emulate the toughness and drive to, you know, to win that Big Sky has had, and Gary Eckergan really got established.
Brennan Dumont on the tackle there for the Knights. Second down when they come out of the timeout here. 1:17. Probably not enough time to come back and win it here, but a moral victory if they can get a touchdown. I'm sure that's what their hope would be. Knights, of course, want to deny it. We'll see who can prevail. Draven Lincoln at quarterback. They're not in their Wildcat here. 3 receivers to the left side. He's looking left, goes left. Ben Mayo down to the 4-yard line. Good job by Ben. First and goal now, Coach. 1:10, plenty of time. I think they have 1 timeout left. Plenty of time. Throwing, caught, touchdown. That is Sean Husby, 4-yard TD.
Boy, nice job by Big Sky.
Sean Husby. Vlad Lemza on the PAT. And it is good, so 21-35. Eagles get a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. We'll be back with more action right after this. 21-35. Eagles gonna do an onside kick here, likely. They want the ball back with 1:04 in the 4th quarter. Here's your kick. A good one.
Oh man alive. They had a shot.
Yeah, they had a shot, but a nice job by Brennan Dumont to get the ball in. And the Knights will have it with 1:01 to go. So I guess we got to ask Raleigh how come he gets the silver helmet and the other guys have black helmets. And Brandon Coronado has a silver helmet. We've got to figure that out, Coach. And there's a knee for the Knights. Eagles will probably take a timeout and try to do what they can to save any clock, but the Knights will make them use all the timeouts and try to run the clock out.
Good shot. That's the final timeout of the game.
So, funny story, Tim. I was at a meeting where Coach Houck was talking about some of the basketball players that he recruited into this year's class, and he had said one of the players that he had was a really good basketball player, may have been the best basketball player in the state of Montana, whose first name wasn't Raleigh. So that was kind of a cute story. Of course, everybody kind of knew who the Raleigh he was talking about is. But so we'll see if Raleigh, as we mentioned at the beginning, ends up playing basketball or football. It looks to me like he could kind of have his choice because he's a great basketball player too.
I watched him a couple times last year, and yeah, I really enjoyed his play.
Well, it's a good decision to have to choose between, I guess, whether you do basketball or football, and good for him. And the neat thing about Raleigh is he's a really great person. He's just a really nice young man, and he's going to be successful, I think, at whatever he does.
And I have heard that many times.
Yeah, I got to coach him in Little Grizz back in the day, and he's quality all the way. Saw his grandpa here before the game and talked to his grandpa in the stands, and he's a quality individual as well, as is his dad, so that's pretty neat.
You know, and I got a chance to meet Raleigh after one of the final Hellgate games this last season.
Yeah, and there's a good shot of him with the ball there as the game is ending now with 16 and counting. So good job for Raleigh and the Knights, and congratulations to Mick Morris and there's a big hug for those guys, and congratulations to the Knights. But also to the Eagles, they're a quality team, and they'll be back, and Matt Johnson and his crew, and Dan Nile, a lot of winners on the field tonight.
Yeah.
Tim, your thoughts?
Yeah, I just what you said, Bob. You know, both of these teams are class acts, play hard, and a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, and we mentioned, you know, Loyola's got great coaches and players, and Sentinel does too, with Dane Oliver and his team. So a lot of great stuff happening in Missoula. So
yes, there is.
You know, thank you, Tim Roscoe, for helping tonight, and also Rob Watson, the superintendent of schools, for coming up, and Marty Mordenwig for stopping by. Is a really great deal. Jim Sanders, our cameraman, and Nick Good. So for all those guys, Bob Hermes saying thanks for watching Prep Game of the Week. We'll see you next week with volleyball. Good night.